hey, June. Hey, you. Um, I keep changing and growing, and so this container, this expression does too. And what I want to say is that a few things came up today, a little caveat before you get in there, that I'm going to ask you not to share, please. New project that's coming forward that is, I'll let you discover it inside, but I'm going to ask you, shh, that's not to be shared yet, please. Came forward because it's ready for you, and this is the place that I love and trust and feel safest. It'll be ready for the rest of the world when it is. For right now, it's just for you. We're also working with a new hekau today. A new hekau being it channeled in as we were working. This is not a traditional Egyptian hekau. The words are, oh, thanks. Ooh, they're not, I know that's funny. They're not Egyptian. This is going to be older, Syrian, Atlantean, Lemurian, older. The hekau that came in was birthed today for and with you. I'll mention at the end as well, but just a reminder here that we don't share those hekaus, please. To do so would vibratorily harm another who has not been initiated the way that you are, who's not choosing to participate in this. So you may say the hekau as often as you'd like. Don't tell anybody what it means. If anybody needs access to this and you're like, oh, they need that, would you please invite them in? This is what we're here for. This is what community does. We feel safe, we grow, expand, we love, move into new spaces together. We don't do it alone. It's not going to work. That guru shit, teacher shit, done. I'm here for you. You're here for me. We're here because we're mirrors of one another. Nobody more special. I can't wait for you to feel what's inside because it's really sweet. And so are you. Hello. Hello? Hello? Hello. When the fuck do I start with hello? Apparently, June is when I start with a hello. Hi, love. So today is 6/6/2022, which is also a 6. And everything about this energy today has felt incredibly held, incredibly sweet. It's this coming together of energies. So you might think of 6 as the lovers. In the Egyptian, when we work with the 6, it's the energy of harmony. You might think of 6 as the Hierophant, which also is like this masculine rising into something new, rising to the very best of himself, herself. But in every way, today has felt like it's opening to new possibilities. And so I invite you in that spirit just to kind of join me right now. Whatever your now is, can you let yourself move into the sweetness? Move into a softening of being held instead of you needing to do anything at all. Allowing yourself to be forgiven for anything and everything that you think you did wrong. And opening up to the possibilities of radically new. And of course, hey, we're here to do an Akashic update, see what's going on in this month of June. But I wanted to just allow you to arrive here to you. I keep finding these places of me that are more present and still. It's kind of cool. I'm not trying as hard as I used to. I used to try really fucking hard because I thought that's what was required or necessary to do this. It doesn't fucking work for me. So we're in my getting to my season, let's say that. Summer is when I come to life differently, and I can feel it this year in newer ways. This is not just the support that's coming online for me, but for you as well, because hey, we're in an Akashic field. We're here to get a galactic update, right? So shall we, without further ado, I ask Great Mother in all forms and manifestations to guide, protect, and surround June 2022 in love and truth, for it is in that love and truth that we are. I ask June 2022's masters, teachers, ancestors, and angels, loved ones, and guides to be present and to guide us in love and truth. I ask the keepers of the Akashic records to allow us to enter and remove any information available to guide us in love and truth. And a reminder here that if you know how to open your own Akashic records, do so. See what you get. If you want to open those of June's, do that too. We ask Great Spirit in all forms and manifestations to guide, protect, and surround June 2022 in love and truth. For it is in that love and truth that we are. We ask June 2022's masters, teachers, ancestors, and angels, loved ones, and guides. Hello! First thing they would like me to recognize, and it's funny, I see the words over here on my other desk, return to spirit. Spirits are coming forward. Let's not even just call them spirit. I don't like that fucking word right now. There is so much support that is coming onto this planet with and for you. Yes, it's kind of galactic, but I like this idea that Mateus has been talking about, which is galactic is not you being rescued. It's not other beings. It's a future version of you. It's family of you. It's connected and expanded, the healed versions of you. So if you think about this lineage work that you're doing behind you, well, you're doing that with every time you heal, with every breath, with every time that you choose love. Well, those galactics are your future self. The lineage is ahead of you who's doing this, who are already out there and able to move forward, backward, time and space, outside of time and space completely. Cool. Yeah. But they're joining you here because time is no more. In a snowstorm that we had here in Colorado in the month of May, my Saturn tree fell down. Damn. My friend, my ally. Fallen. I was like, well, okay, we're really outside of time now, aren't we? Working in space, which is all new. Do you know how to orient yourself in space? Well, it's what we've been playing with in Dream School. It's what we do in Inner Child Workshop. What is that? Inner Space. There we go. And I love that as I invoke Great Spirit, this is the energy that comes forward of like, we're here, we're here. It's very sweet and very non-obtrusive. So anyone who's not listening may not hear it. Kind of like Horton hears a hoot, right? Like, we're here, we're here. This tiny little voice. But when you tune into, there's a lot of support and a lot of love and a lot of not insight per se, because we're the ones who are taking the action here, but instead there's continuum. You're not in this alone. It's a lot of love. Thanks. Hey, 666. We ask Great Father in all forms and manifestations to guide, protect, and surround June 2022 in love and truth. For it is in that love and truth that we are. We ask June 2022's masters, teachers, I heard you, ancestors and angels, loved ones and guides to be present and to guide us in love and truth. We ask the keepers of the Akashic records to allow us to enter and remove any information available to guide us in love and truth. They were commenting on my slowing down of things. In that slowing down, we're allowing ourselves to attune to self. It's the only way that you will get through this world right now. Anything that feels hurried or rushed is likely something outside of you that is inspiring urgency or fear or stirring up something that is outside of your truth. Remember that Akashic record is inside of you. Destiny is inside of you. Thanks. Those of you in Dream School know what I'm doing. And thank you. I don't mean to be teasing you with this, but the teachings this round for me have been so impactful. They've changed me, and they will continue to change me as they're changing the people who are participating. This idea of a 3-month mystery school, I really like it. We're able to participate in it. We're able to leisurely learn the lessons instead of this like weekly. I'm slowing down what I do here too. So, hey, June. I know what they want to do, or I know who's offering to support us a little bit in that activation today. But would you show me what's going on a little bit right now, June? Hey, yeah. With this deck, Yeah, you can't stop what's coming. You have an option of choosing how you navigate through it. Oh, that's very funny, because here's our first page of swords. And I'll even caveat this with the deck that I'm using today is one that I haven't used for a very long time. And then recently it called to me again. Okay, cool. I can listen. That page of swords, you get to choose your own adventure through this topple of reality that we are in. That's certainly what's going on. And it doesn't mean to be blind to anyone's suffering, but your job is to choose joy. God damn it. You know that, right? Choose joy. Not by being oblivious to things, but by tending to yourself so impeccably well that the natural result of this wellspring that comes up is peace and harmony and joy. It's your truest expression. It's your medicine that you serve. The Eight of Wands, this is when I said things will be happening incredibly quickly. So it does feel like through June and July, I've been feeling this all year long, that like the tides turn. And it's not a division. Well, fuck. Hermit. Thank you. Thank you. They want me to just acknowledge that it's not any longer polarity. It's not a division. It's not a taking away. It's the hermit who's following your own inner light. Can you be joyous as others are suffering? Sure. Are you an asshole for being joyous while others are suffering? Not at all. You've had your share. And not that there is a share, but I've been playing with this idea that to try to find the balance is always an action. I'm like, I don't want to fucking find balance anymore. It's always going to be required to tend. We'll be working with that a little bit in the solstice activation that we're doing over at Saged. So, anchor peace. That's what we're going to be doing over at Saged for the solstice. Anchor peace. You get that choice. Because coming into sovereignty, true sovereignty, oh my God, have you done the sovereignty teachings, the temple teachings? Like, make sure. I'll put up a link. Those are so beneficial. And I only say that because like it's tools that I use every day. Ideally every day. And not judging ourselves when we don't do every day, because these activations, these initiations, these knowings, they live in our field. They serve you without any action necessarily being required. Your action is compassion. Compassion is the only action you need to be taking. So when you see someone else is suffering, how can you be compassionate in that moment? Not how can you save them, not how can you rescue them, not, oh, how unfortunate. Because we have been there. Compassion is your action. That'll bring you right into the now. So you guys want to show me what's going on in June? Reality's not splitting. Six of Wands. Hey, are we back here with our six? Yes, we are. The things that are going to be occurring are in our favor. They're for the benefit of you, for the benefit of your light, for the benefit of joy, for the benefit of truth. Because truth has been lost. You can't find truth in noise. You find truth in stillness. Constant invitation back into that. And if I'm talking about this stillness in that way, it's the yin. It's the no thing. It's the void. It's the place of all knowing and nothing. Everything everywhere all at once. And it's funny because as I look at this page of swords just a little bit more, right? Hey, lovey. That page of swords, I see all of that light around him, looks like the Bifrost. We're in these times. You're an epic, my love. You're a being of myth, a being of legend. So see yourself and cast yourself in that hero's journey as often as necessary, because these stories of past lives, of suffering, of hurt, of pain, of trauma, end. You've been tending those. You've been loving those. You've been taking care of them so something else can rise up. for you and towards you. Thanks. Anything else that you guys would like to say about June 2020? Right here, King of Cups. Fuck yeah. Can't you just, though? Can't you just sit here and radiate something else? Yes, you can. Doesn't mean you're bypassing. Doesn't mean you're, oh, that's kind of funny. As I look at this guy specifically in this card, and I think this is one of the reasons that I had trouble with this deck for a while, doesn't he look like some corporate little dude? Yeah. And can't we all move into that space of the blessings? Not like corporations do, but the true blessings that we have earned by birthright. Not that we've earned through our deserving or through our sacrifice or through our slavery. There's a writing that's occurring, and where it's felt very harsh to me in the past. I don't feel the harshness of it now because I know who I am. I know how I serve. I know what I am. I hope you can find that same truth for you as well. So the Hermit energy, let's just speak to that for a second, because you may not be popular doing what you do. You may not be popular not doing what you're not doing. There seems to be a lot of energy in like do something and act. Yeah, that's sometimes good, but is it effective? I don't know. So don't pay attention to the popularity contest, please. Don't pay attention to cancel culture, please. Don't pay attention to anyone else but you. Self-included. Like, don't fucking pay attention to me unless it feels to you. Does it feel right? Does it feel beneficial? Does it feel true? And that, my love, is your discernment and litmus test on everything. Does it feel true to you? And if so, it serves you in that moment. Allow it to. This is how natural energies work. I've been sitting a lot in that place of will, destiny, the flames of destiny. Ooh, hey, Akashic Mystery School. I don't know if I'm ready to say that out loud. Hold on, I'll pull a card for that. I'll pull a card from there. Am I allowed to talk about that yet? We're just going to put it out there. You guys. We're going to be doing an Akashic Mystery School, or this whole thing is going to be shifting into an Akashic Mystery School. Lineage of the Rose, moved by the goddess here for this soul call gather. Did I need any fucking confirmation that, thanks. In our Akashic Mystery School that we're going to be doing in the fall, another 3-week program. It's going to go deeper than it has before, because I want you to know who you are, what you are, and how you serve. And that service is not necessarily even an action. Service is a state of being. Cool. Because there are forces on this planet. Hey, all forces in this planet, forces upon this planet that are so much cooler than we can possibly see. Don't think you know shit. You don't. And that's okay. Allows you to live in the mystery, allows you to live in the joy. It's not a taking away. It's not scary to not know. That unknown is where everything's going to come to life. Pretty sexy, huh? Hey. Okay, la ono konoshanai iki akiki. Thanks, I'm going to take that one away, because that one was for me to make sure that I was going to keep this in here and not delete it. Okay. Because as my destiny is becoming clearer and revealing itself, not as any grand gesture, but as like this deeper inner stirring. I'm sure that yours is too. I'm just a mirror. You know that, right? Anything that I do, you do. Yeah, that's how this goes. It's how Jesus taught. It's how Buddha taught. It's how this goes. And so the agenda that's out there at times to thwart this plan of an expansion of love and truth, an end of global suffering. Cool. You're going to see some big shifts toward that this summer. Thank you, guys. Release the petals, transformation, death and rebirth, shedding, all change. Cool. And this is the Rose Lineage deck, because it's June, and roses and pearls, oh my. Oh my. So let's move into an activation now. That's so cute. I was like, what are we going to do? And they're like, we gotcha. So the first thing, let's just do a general clearing for you right now. I want you to unplug everything from your field that's not you. Give them back to themselves, give them back to God. Dissolve yourself into the light of truth, into the light of your innocence and purity. If you'd like to activate your light body, always think it's a great idea. You can set your Merkaba, see yourself in your rainbow body, but just wear your true body. Good, and then I want you to see around you an elongated pyramid. This is what is known as the sept. It's the symbol of Sirius. Oh, good. Stay inside of that, and I just want you to begin to feel that protection, that connection. Notice where in your body that energy wants to gather. Make sure that pyramid's really tall, surrounding you wholly and completely. Oh, I feel you guys. I said I look. And underneath this pyramid, I want you to feel the waters. The waters of Venus, the waters of Gaia. Cleanse if necessary in these waters. Make sure that they're running clear. And as this cleansing is going on, if there's anything that's occurring for you that's causing you discomfort or suffering, ask the water to heal you gently. You might notice the water is different color than what you would expect. Cool. You will also notice that it is, it wants us to call it new, in you. New. So these waters of new, this pyramid of sept, Nu sept sa. Okay. Nu sept sa. Ong nu sept sa. Ong nu sept sa. Ong nu sept sa. Ong nu sept sa. Which is allowing this protection. Not that you need it, but it's a structure. This pyramid structure around you will heal you as well. And set an intention if you haven't already. Could be for peace, could be for healing, could be for insight, but not necessarily direction. I don't want to move. Let it be much more Cancery than that. Let it be self-acceptance, self-love, self-worth. confidence. And you might begin to link your breath with the water in the pyramid. Ong Nu Sept Sa. 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 Receiving whatever you need today. Ong Nu Sept Sa. Receiving whatever you need today to be more of you. Ong Nu Sept Sa. 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 And I want you to pay attention now to the pyramid. To where that point of the pyramid is above your body, where it's being affected. Hard, thanks. Feet flat on the floor would be best. That or lotus. Ong Nu Sept Sa. Ong Nu Sept Sa. I'd like you to call forward now. Whew. A galactic version of self who can act as ally. If it goes super weird, cool. If it scares you, ask him to tone it down. Ong Nu Sept Sa. Ask them to come outside of your pyramid, not in it. So you may see them. Ong Nu Sept Sa. 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 If there's a message or a blessing from this galactic beloved, ask for them to give it to you as cleanly and clearly as you need. This is not a mission. This is not something to do. This is something that supports and nurtures, nourishes. Because my love, you don't need more to do. You're already doing a lot. Ask for the support and blessing to be what you already are. They say that these waters of June could be troubled waters for some, but not for you. Use these tools as necessary, but the activation alone changes you. Notice what happens when you breathe from water all the way up into the tip of that pyramid. Notice what happens when you breathe down from the tippy top of that pyramid all the way down into the depths of your waters. Ami nu sept sa. Ami nu sept sa. Likine ikishno kushna alokono kosna li. I feel that some of you might be curious where this aspect of you is from, what planet. It really doesn't fucking matter. If it does to you, you can ask, but you could be wrong, and that's cool. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. How does it feel? What do you receive when you link? Hold up, let's not link. I had a pain in my heart whenever I said that. We want to just learn from this being for a moment. We want to begin to create a relationship before we're merging with anything at all. Please be more discerning. Not all things in the cosmic zoo are your allies. Anything that comes in with too much flattery, not your ally, not true. Playing with parts of your ego that it can chew on. Long nu sepsa. Long nu sepsa. Long nu sepsa. You set the rules for how you would like to engage with this galactic. Let's not even put you on it. That might feel even scary. It's okay. Soshana ilikia na ikino koshano koshana ilikina na ikiana na isano koshano kosana ina yaro na kiana. Ha ukushi sanaili ki na ina yokuno sanaishna kiana na yana na kia. We're making some adjustments over here so that whatever being has come forward is a vibratory and true match for your soul, for your Akashic field. That this is not just some rando. I don't think that should change anything for you. They actually had us go back in time because time is right here, right now. But they just want these extra layers of protection in place so that you can choose how to engage even more presently, safely, assuredly. If I were you, I might also ask this being to begin to engage with you by asking for some signs on this living plane. Watch those maybe for about a week as you begin to create a relationship, knowing who they are, knowing what their intention is, and trusting yourself, trusting yourselves, trusting yourselves. We want this to be vibratory today, initiatory, not just on the psycho-spiritual planes, but here on this body to bring you into more of an optimized human experience for whatever turbulence might be ahead. Ang nu sepsa. Ang nu sepsa. Thank you. I'm also going to ask that this being very specifically act as guardian angel in some ways to alert you if there's something that you need to be worried about, to be benevolent of this human experience that has never been done before. If you need to move, if you need to act, if you need to change, if you need to do anything because you are in danger, this being will form you in a way that you know and trust. Ami nu sepsa. There is nothing to fear. Ami nu sepsa. You are here to participate in this changeover, not to be destroyed by it. Ami nu sepsa. Egos will be destroyed. Souls will not. Ami nu sepsa. Ooh, you might notice a lot of beings who do not have souls who are being destroyed by it. Ami nu sepsa. Luminous. Luminous. We're going to ask this being now to take their leave. Make sure before you dismiss them, dismiss sounds way too dismissive, excuse me. Make sure before you send them back that you know what the rules of engagement are. Are they allowed to talk to you in dreams? Are they allowed to talk to you in waking state? Do you need to get into a meditative state to have conversations? Don't let them interrupt you while you're driving. My hard and fast rule, you do not come to me in the fucking shower. That's my time. Bath? Okay. So set your rules. Recognizing that this being loves you. Whatever you need to feel safe to engage will be honored. Oh, and in sending them back, let them be even more assured that the success of this mission is well underway. Because you're here. Because you're here in love. Because you're here and your heart is pure. Because you're here and you're willing to feel it all. Luminous. Luminous. So with this being moved firmly out of your Akashic field, out of your energetic bodies, just realign yourself centered within this pyramid. The water's carrying you. Luminous. Ongnusepsa. We moved to an Ami at some point, didn't we? Well then. Ongnusepsa. 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 Or maybe it is an Aminusepsa. Do what feels right. Aminusepsa. Opening your eyes when you're ready, or if you need to stay in it, please do that. As I open my eyes, also seeing this King of Cups. Sure, he's kind of in the water, but he's really well supported. Oh my gosh, doesn't even have the pyramid the same way. That's okay, excuse me. I want to say that's insane, but I know better by now because the sept pyramid came in earlier in the day, but here we are. Make the pyramid taller and bigger. Luminous. 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 And even saying this, hekau, feels restorative and nurturing. A reminder, please, that what we do in the mystery school is the mystery school. If other people need access to the keys, they'll find us, invite them in. It's not yours to share verbally, because the verbal, the sharing of it, well, changes reality. And only those beings who either have the mysteries in them or have been initiated in other lifetimes, well, they're the ones who get to carry it forward. So there's plenty of us who will be doing that. But to share it with the uninitiated puts you and them in danger. Cellularly and vibrationally, not nobody's going to get you. Nobody's going to be mad at you. Their energetic fields have not received what you have. Lo sono kushne likina ni kono kusana o kushne li ya o no kono sini ni ina kono kusana o lo kono sia he sha u ku ku ku. The fertile void, thank you. Final card, inner winter rest, patience, potency, sacred beginnings. Isn't that exactly where we were today? I think doing a float tank or a bath or a pool, right? Or that season again, any bodies of water, and being able to float and visualize above you that giant elongated pyramid of sept. Really good idea. Let those waters constantly be there to cleanse you. Secret beginnings really are the secret beginning of something. It will look like the end for many. Wasn't that the other freaking card that we got? God dang. Release the petals, transformation, death, rebirth, shedding, all change. Some people will perceive it that way. You won't. And there might even be an excitement in your cells because you're like, oh, this is what I'm here for. Choose joy. Anchor peace. Be present. Act with compassion. Do all of it toward yourself first, right? The outer world will be a different reality. So one of the things that I've been asked is to set my energetic body, my light body, anytime before I leave the house. Like, remind myself who and what I am, Ong Andy Sa. So when I go into the world, that's already... your presence is a blessing and a balm. The frequency that radiates off of you as you move through the world brings others peace, comfort, joy. Your words may not, your beliefs may not, your practices may not. You know what you are. Aminu Sept Sa. And wasn't it funny how that wanted to change in there too? So I will play with that a little bit, see what that Ami actually means. Ong, of course, is like this great hailing. It's this like, it's this recognition. Ong, Onk, Om. All of these sounds are very similar, right? Well, yeah, these are the key words. These are the override codes for a reality that is in the process of restoring itself. And aren't you the lucky one who's here to watch it? Yep. Yep, you are. Don't doubt it for a second. This all is a blessing. So don't be afraid to throw into that void. Maybe, thank you, I'd like your acts of rebellion to be reporting to Ma'at or Shisahat, or even throwing into the void anything that looks out of integrity to you. It's not yours to enact justice. No, you don't get to do that. That rage, that anger is really quite dangerous in this world. Compassion is your sacred ask. And when you see something that isn't right, I've been handing things over to Ma'at lately. And I'm like, hey, if you have been initiated in the Akashic records, great. You can maybe send a memo to Shisahat that the records need to be flagged. Hey, this doesn't seem right to me. Your sacred rage is not all that beneficial right now, because it won't be seen as sacred. It will only be seen as rage. The moon. You know who you are from the inside. You do not need to tell anyone who or what you are. You radiate it. You become it. Reflect the world you want to see, not the one that is here. Don't tear it down. Don't fight it. Don't scream at it. Oh, hey, moon. Hey, Cancer moon. I hope the frequency of this love and what came through today is so decadently supportive of you. I know that I can feel it in my body, and I feel comforted by it. I feel yummy. I hope you can find those internal waters of you where you feel yummy as well. Thanks. And even looking at this card, like, hey, don't we also have more of that sept energy? Both of those being some elongated pyramids above those waters. Don't be surprised by the synchronicities. Let them guide and inform you. we step forward because we see the synchronicities. I had a huge, I know I say huge. I don't mean to say huge like it's any more important than any others, but I asked for a very specific sign that something was done from Ma'at in my own missteps and in the places that I acted out of hurt and not out of the fullness and integrity that I wish to be in, because we all fuck up. So I asked Ma'at for a very clear symbol when peace was brokered on both sides, and I got it twice today. And I was like, oh, great, thank you. Recognize the universe is co-creating with you, is in harmony with you, is in relationship with you. These are not weird things. These are the things that are going to bring us forward into the new, collaborating with Gaia and Spirit and Devas and Fae. And it's not going to happen magically, and it's not going to happen overnight, but you'll anchor it with every breath of joy, every breath of peace. You'll be the certainty that others are looking for. Oh my goodness. Happy June. I can't wait to hear what happens. We will be doing in this month of June another meditation. We've already done one. I'd like to do 2 a month. Meditation to be able to sit in that void space of you collectively, but it's a silent meditation, but collectively we can support. And we'll be doing our live Q&A as well. So this is the place that, let me say that different. With you is where I feel like I get to show up my most authentic, easiest, sincere self. And the gift of that is that more of me keeps showing up. That is gentler and easier than what I knew possible before, because I used to try really hard. In my insecurity, I tried really fucking hard. I've been practicing self-love over here quite a bit, and with each new joy that comes, the opposite of that also needs to be healed, witnessed, and loved. Let me know where you're at in your journey and how this supports. I love you.